Already this year, 144 people have been diagnosed in Australia with meningococcal disease, a potentially debilitating and sometimes fatal infection. There are 5 common strains. Babies and teenagers are given a free vaccine to prevent 4 of them. But the 5th strain, meningococcal B, is not covered by the National Immunisation Program and costs up to $140 per injection. Half of all the people to contract meningococcal this year were affected by the B strain. And Bruce Langoulant, chairman of the Meningitis Centre of Australia, says until the vaccine is also added to the program, more lives will be lost. Given its impact, why isn't the B strain vaccine already free?
Well, there have been a couple of journeys for the B strain vaccine. One is that we haven't had one for quite a while, so it's been having to be proven and then introduced at a time when maybe the B strain isn't as predominant as it used to be. So it had to prove itself, number one, and number two is then it has to get into the priority of being recommended. Then the other thing is somebody has to recommend it, so it just doesn't automatically happen. And I guess that's the point that we're at the moment, where somebody is going to recommend it.
What difference would it make if it was put on the National Immunisation Program?
It would do 2 things. One is it would break the confusion where parents are saying, well, I've had the meningococcal vaccine, but in fact they haven't had them all because B isn't in the current vaccine. And also it would then shut the gate, or at least close it a lot more, on the meningococcal front. So at the moment the gate's open with B, so you're thinking, oh, I've been vaccinated against, I had my kids vaccinated against meningococcal A, C, W and Y, and B's not in there.
You've had a win with access to the ACWY vaccines.
Yes, we did a lot of lobbying locally and through the previous state government and a lot of pressure from the ground. We were able to get the ACWY vaccine on the local schedule. It subsequently went national, other states followed, and subsequent to that we've been looking at how people might access it. And we were having trouble with getting 18 to 19-year-olds, that group who are bulletproof and doing other things, to the doctor to have the vaccine, which was free, and it's free through doctors. So we were then saying, where would they be? And the chances are they'd be not at home necessarily, but maybe at cinemas or in shopping centres or places where pharmacies are. And why couldn't they get it there? And subsequently, with the West Australian State Government is now making it available through pharmacies. Is
there any hope of eliminating the disease?
We're on the course of trying to eliminate meningitis, but it's tricky. And it really requires modern, smart and accessible vaccines. So if we can nationally have a complete schedule and use our experience locally to influence some international work we're doing, then we've got a chance, but it needs a big push. We've been invited through our International Confederation of Meningitis Organisations to join in a think tank in London in about 10 days' time that World Health Organisation is organising. The idea is that we defeat meningitis, and defeating it is there's going to be a battle, and there will be casualties, unfortunately. But what an ambitious but worthy mission.